Hi everyone, welcome to this review. Today we're going to be looking at the return of Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure Collection Arnim Zola, Captain America. Cap is actually Bucky, Captain America, and as just a quick little bio, because as you can see from the packaging, they don't come with bios anymore. It's really stupid. Same with all Marvel figures right now. You don't get any bios, which I pretty much hate, to be honest with you, because if you're a collector you're going to know who it is, but as a kid main selling points are obviously design and stuff and accessories that they come with, and as a parent price and stuff, but generally you're going to want to know what you're playing with. Even kids understand that, so yeah, kinda strange. But anyway, when Steve Rogers, Captain America, basically gives up as Captain America, and he is then with Shield as just a Shield agent, and you can actually get that Shield agent uniform, Steve Rogers. He basically hands over the cowl to Bucky here, and if you don't know who Bucky is and you've seen the first Captain America movie, Bucky is Captain America's friend who dies when he falls off the train in the mountains. He gets trained by the Soviets. And then in the book Winter Soldier, he gets sent to kill Captain America, and then he sort of gets knocked about a bit, and Captain America puts some sense into him, and he realises, oh my god, I've been fighting a friend and everything, and he just works for Shield after that. So yeah, he becomes Captain America, and that's who this guy is. So enough of that. So yeah, it's quite a nice wave. You got Arnim Zola here, so let's take a look at that first before we get on to Cap. So here we are then with the leg of Arnim Zola. Arnim Zola is one of Captain America's enemies in Captain America film. Arnim Zola is the evil scientist working with the Red Skull, so there you go, now you know who he is. In the comics he creates a suit sort of thing. He goes inside a computer system. That's the best way I can describe it off the bat, to be honest. Yeah, he kind of lives inside the computer, and this suit houses it, and obviously he can then fight Captain America and everything. So he's not just this funny looking little scientist dude. The leg, nothing too special about it. Pretty good articulation. Double jointed knee, he's got the swivel at the boot, and then he's got the new pivoted feet, which are quite nice, and then you've got the up and down at the foot, so quite articulated, but so are all the Build-A-Figures. So here's Captain America. This is how I have him displayed on my shelf. I quite often like to display quite powerful figures with a sort of dramatic head pose like that, looking down, and I do really like how a lot of Marvel figures these days incorporate that, and that's one reason why I do really like this mold. The articulation of it, it's really cool. A lot of people are complaining that now that this mold was quite a success, they're pretty much using it as their base mold on everyone, but I don't care, because it's got great muscle detail, as you can see. I mean, that's pretty damn nice. I mean, especially if you're in a war against old classic figures, or a war against DC figures, and you really don't like clean cut figures and blocky textures and things like that, then I don't see how you could hate this. This is exactly what you'd want. Really muscly, you can even see veins here, there and everywhere. Nice abs. And the detail doesn't stop on the legs either. Very nice. And people complain as well that Hawkeye has the same boots. Well, he does have the same boots, so I really don't see why people say that they should change the legs for Hawkeye either. So anyways, carrying on with detail wise, the eyes and, well, the head in general on this guy is really nice, but the eyes, the painted detail on such a small area is so good on this guy. It really is. And that's one way you can tell them apart if you do have this guy and a Captain America and you don't know which one's which. Bucky has brown eyes, Steve Rogers has blue eyes, and also Steve Rogers tends to have the hole cut there for his ear to stick out of, and as you can see on the Bucky costume it does not. So if you are wondering, is this really worthwhile getting if I already have a Captain America figure, then for one, this is a very iconic suit. It's Bucky's suit. In my opinion, it's the best Captain America suit. I do really like this. It's very modern. And also, there's enough differences here. Obviously, this was the first time that this mold was used, and then obviously you have the different eyes and the ears and stuff. So if you're a collector, then definitely this is a must-have figure. So as you saw on the back there was his shield, and that's this. It's very nice. It's not white, it's actually silver there with a nice metallic blue, and then it's actually just the red moulded plastic. So generic Captain America shield with silver instead of a plain white colour there. Nicely moulded underside. And then you have the peg, which does fit in both hands, but I'll just show you on his left since I've got the gun in the right. So the peg goes into the hand there. Very nice. And you can also fold it like so, revealing that clip, which can then just clip onto his forearm. So you can have him holding something like that, or you can have him punching someone or whatever, or just generally holding like that as he would, because he would have the straps on his arm. So that's a bit more of a realistic way of holding. And also, what's very nice about this guy is you can get him into really nice leaping poses. So he can be, if you have like a clear stand, you can have him, you know, flying through the air, leaping about to slice someone's head off with his shield there, which is really nice. I saw that first on Shireman's Prime's video when I saw him do this review, and that was pretty cool, so I thought I'd show you guys. Other accessories that he comes with down here, before I get into the gun, is the knife. Very nice. You can see how it's just ever so slightly bent. Nothing too major. You can just do that and then it's straight again. Nice little serrated edge down there. Pretty good detail. It's got the lines on the handle. And that just fits into the holster right there. Now the reason it's slightly bent is because you've got clearance there, as you can see, but if you were to move the body, then it touches it a little, but it's only bending it out a little bit, as you can see, but just enough to bend it. So if you don't want it bent, you can obviously just leave it out, but whatever. So another accessory is the gun. We've seen this gun before, I think. Really nice moulded hand there, as you can see. He's got the nice trigger finger, so it does fit the gun perfectly. I'll just take that out. So the gun is a nice silver. It doesn't really have any of that swirly paint or anything too much that Marvel figures have. You can see it just a little bit along the barrel there, but nothing too major. Mystique's version of this, if you were to get the Mystique, it's a proper, like a chrome silver sort of paint job, and it's got some black, so it's much. I think that paint job is much better than this, but it's not bad by any stretch of the imagination. So you just put this in and then just put it through the finger there, and that will go back in there. Very nice. So as you can see, it's very easy to get it in and out, but it's very secure once it is there, so it won't fall out. And then it fits perfectly into that holster right there and looks great. Now on the holster, it has a very nice leather detail, and that's the same on all the pouches on the belt there. So it's got water and a few magazine pouches and so on. So they're not all exactly the same, which I do quite like. In the ab area, the paint does carry on past that, so if you were to use that bit of articulation, you're not losing any detail. It's got the nice star on the chest, shoulders and the back, and there's the peg hole, so you take that peg right there, push that into his back, and then you can have it whichever way you want it. So pretty nice. I'll just pull that out. And then that's it for paint, because the rest of him is black, but you get the same leather grain effect on the boots, which I quite like. So articulation, the head can sort of, it's on this very nice swivel joint there, and then it's also got a ball up the top, so you can get a bit of sort of articulation a little bit forward and back, rock from that, as you can see, so you can have a lower head or upper head. So as I said earlier, very nice for those leaping poses and very nice for those dramatic looking down poses. That's a lot of head articulation. It sort of rocks left and right, but not very much, and then obviously you've got the full ball joint sort of articulation there. Shoulder wise, that one's sort of ratcheted. Let's see if that one is. Yeah, okay, so the shoulders are actually sort of ratcheted inside there, up and down. Swivel at the bicep, double jointed elbow, quite nice, and the wrists are cool here. The gloves carry on onto the wrist a little bit, so it covers up the joint a little, but it would have been nice to have that red, so it covers it up really nice. But they can rotate 360 degrees, and then you can do that, so we can go, oh hello! In the ab crunch section, we got a very nice ab crunch. It looks like he was rocking out to Metallica there. Waist swivel, but with the knife there, it's a little bit hindered, but you can just take that out if you want to utilise that fully. They're not, I mean, with the weapons in there, they don't bend too much, but if you take the weapons out, they can bend further and the legs can come out wider. Back, not very much. Forward, pretty nice. They sort of move at the hip, but not very much. So they've got the thigh swivel, double jointed knee, just like Arnim Zola, so that you've got the boot swivel there, and then you've got that same ankle rocker and up and down. So very nice pivot there for wide stances and everything too. Great accessories, great articulation, great body mould. The paint is awesome as well, and it is like a sort of more metallic blue here than it is on the head and the shoulders. It's probably not coming across too much on cam, you might be able to slightly see that, but that's the only, if you're going to say defects, then that's the only bad points there. But apart from that, he's an absolutely great figure. Just going to put his shield back in his hand, and we're going to get some size comparisons going on here. So for some size comparisons, if you want your Heroic Age display, here's Thor, of which I've already reviewed, and as you can see, he's off cam. He's pretty big compared to Cap. And then something that's a little closer to Cap's scale is the Heroic Age Iron Man. So scaling for your Heroic Age, very nice. You could say that Thor's too big there, but when you have a chance to get a Thor that size, that's that much detail and everything, if you want to check him out more closely, then go ahead and check the link. That is up in the left corner of the screen. You can go and watch that video. But you know, when you got something like that, you're gonna get it, and he looks great anyway. He is taller than these guys, maybe not that tall, but it looks good nonetheless. And he is actually a little bit smaller than Iron Man here, which makes sense. You know, a lot of people say that this is bad scaling because it's meant to be Iron Man's most slim-fitting suit, and he's bigger than all other Iron Man figures and stuff. But who cares? You're displaying him with other guys like this, and they are smaller because obviously that's a guy in a suit, so he's going to be a little bit bigger. So very nice scale-wise, I've got to say. So that's all for now. Thanks for watching. As I said, if you want to see Thor, click on the link up there, and if you want to see this Iron Man, I'm going to do the review in a second actually, so if you want to see when I post that up, go ahead and click on the link up there or down below to subscribe, and you'll see exactly when I post that video up. So thanks for watching guys, I've been Homerino Collectibles, see you next time.